The H2A temporary agricultural program helps employers who anticipate a lack of available domestic workers on their operations and allows them to bring foreign workers to the United States to perform temporary or seasonal agricultural work, which includes planting, cultivating, or harvesting. So many farmers and growers across the United States depend on the H2A program to fill open jobs within their operations. NASDA members feel that the current system is broken and that we need to modernize the H2A process to reflect the current needs of the ag industry. For example, access to year-round workforce as opposed to just a seasonal one. Reforming the H2A program is key to curbing the rise in prices and maintaining our global competitiveness. Farmers and ranchers need the assurance of a future workforce with a flexible and efficient visa program and means of retaining current workers. This labor shortage, of course, cannot be remedied without legislation. So NASDA would like to see respect for and recognition of the importance of our current experienced workforce to the agricultural supply chain, a mechanism for workers to earn legal status based on agricultural work experience, more flexibility in allowing guest workers to access all types of agriculture, not just those limited to seasonality, a more market-based approach to wages, and the ability to meet expanding labor needs without arbitrary limits. USDA is offering a new grant program focused on addressing labor shortages in agriculture, reducing irregular migration through the expansion of legal pathways, and also improving labor protections for farm workers. So they recently announced a grant program which will use up to $65 million in American Rescue Plan Act funds to provide support for agricultural employers in implementing robust labor standards and promoting safe and healthy work environments for their workers hired throughout the seasonal H2A visa program. And NASDA members have been engaged throughout this process with USDA, providing feedback from our states on what our producers would like to see in that program. And we look forward to assisting USDA with the rollout and implementation of it. You can learn more by following our NASDA social media pages, but also visiting our website at nasda.org.